Hi guys. Before we get started today, I have a really quick message for you, and that is this. I was approached by a pretty well-known therapy company to do a message for you guys, an ad about their services, and I'm not going to do that ad, but I definitely appreciate their inquiry. And the reason I'm not going to do that ad is not because I have a problem with them, or certainly not because I have a problem with therapy. I think that getting therapy at the right time in your life with the right therapist can be a wonderful thing. And I would highly encourage anybody who's thinking about it or doing it to feel strong and supported in that choice. All the power to you. Rather, I just don't feel like it's my place to tell you when, where, or how to do that. But it did get me thinking a lot about this, and that is what I do want to say to you about your mental health. So if I may, I want to say one thing, and that is that if there is something in this world that you want to do, go do it. If you have something in this life that you want to learn, go learn it. And if there's something that you want to say, go say it. And for the love of everything good, if there is somebody in this world you love who loves you back, go love them. Go love them openly and fearlessly and go be with them. And I just want you to know that your life is for you. Your life is yours while you're alive, and you are alive today. And I just wish you all of the love and all of the fulfillment you can get. So go get it. Go live, go love, and go enjoy it, my friends, because here we are right now, and it's all for you. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. All right, now that that's out of my system, let's flip some houses. Okay, so here we are back in House Flipper 2, and I've been doing some work on the Beach House Community Center. You can see I've added some palm trees, some landscaping, and things like that. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Pinnacle. And what I want to do now is expand this upper deck level. And I'll tell you why. I was thinking that this would be the perfect place to do a little bit of yoga for the people of the Pinnacle community. So, you can see I have some gear. Sometimes I'll just set out gear as like a little place marker for myself to remind myself what my intention for the area is. So I had set out like a yoga mat just to remind myself that's what I wanted to do up here. Now, fair warning, I have not expanded a deck high in the air like this before. So, little trial and error here. As I work on expanding this deck, I want you to really listen, because now that we're outside, you're going to hear a couple different new sounds. You're going to hear some relaxing ocean waves, which I think is so pretty. I no longer live close to the water, and I really, really miss it. I was able to go to the ocean recently and fell asleep listening to the sounds of the waves and the seals barking and everything, and it was so soothing. So I thought it would be nice to work out here so we could all enjoy those wave sounds. And the other thing you're going to hear that might be a tiny bit perplexing is you're going to hear the sound of crackling fireplace. You're probably thinking, Spring, why is there a crackling fireplace sound? The reason why is because inside, really close to us, there is a little stove fireplace. However, we're just hearing the sounds of it because we're in such close proximity to it. So, in the third episode of my House Flipper 2 Community Center videos, all will be revealed, and you'll see why there's a stove in there and why you're hearing those crackle, 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 crackle sounds. But I hope you'll enjoy them anyhow, even if they sound a little bit disembodied. So what I'm trying to do here is expand the overall size of this kind of terrace. Oopsie doodle. That's alright. We'll just okie dokie. Go up here and around. And oh, I've actually built that too far. So let's switch to a more precise hit. Smashy, smashy. Smash. 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 Sometimes I like to switch to a more precise hit. Oh, rats. I fell again. This portion of the exterior has been particularly difficult to get to. It's quite hard to reach, and there's not really a ladder or scaffolding that reaches far enough over. So I've been struggling. You can see there's actually a bit of the siding that's still that kind of lilac, lavender color. It's called lilac, mostly just because I like the sound of the word lilac. So yes, we'll just say lilac color siding. So I'm still struggling to reach, and it's a little bit difficult to target just exactly. So bear with me as I try to kind of target just the right spot here. It's really a little bit tricky. Once you get it though, it's alright. So certainly not as difficult as in real life. You'll notice that they lay down as bricks, but we'll be able to cover them with whatever kind of finish, whatever surface finish we want eventually. So it's just the trick of getting it kind of started. Let's see, over here. The physics are sort of reminiscent of like Minecraft physics or something. Like I can just whoosh right out here. So pull that out. There we go. Now we're cooking. Alright. Like I said, I thought that this could be just a really nice place for the community of Pinnacle. For the community of Pinnacle to have like a space for yoga classes, meditation, that kind of thing up here, and also just relaxation. Could also be a nice place to have a gathering. But yes, Pinnacle. I believe it's Pinnacle Bay. Whoopsie doodle, I fell again. Excuse my French. Whoopsie doodle. It's funny how you become a parent and your vernacular shifts. So, okay. Trying to get up there. You can sort of see, I don't want to reveal too much, but since I fell down here, you can see a little bit of the work I'm doing on the porch too, and down here. Trying to make this whole area more hospitable. I'm gonna kind of dash through the house so I don't reveal too much. You saw nothing. Just look away. Look away. Oh no, I left that railing in the way there. We'll just find a place to plop that down. Open that door. There we go. Okay. So it looks like bricks. What I'm doing with this wheel is you can change the function of the gun, the pricing gun, to do a lot of cool things. Here I am just matching the style of the deck finish, which is this really pretty wood. It's kind of a neutral, no, I'd say cooler tone wood. I tend to really like cool tone woods. I like cooler tones in general, but I try to mix in warms and neutrals just so I don't get too stuck in my zone. But you'll notice I use a lot of cooler tones, neutral tones, blues, greens, and then like more pastel sometimes, again like lilacs and lavenders, things like that. Minty greens and teals and things like that. What I'm trying to decide is if I should use the existing fence work here. Problem is it's a little bit tricky to put it back together. What do you guys think? Maybe we should just put all new fencing on. Part of me is sort of trying to reclaim some of the materials that were already here in the community center, which maybe sounds silly because obviously this is, all a simulation. So there aren't environmental concerns or anything like that, or really cost concerns. I'm house flipper wealthy at this point. However, let's see here. Let's take a look. Maybe, what do we want to do? Architectural elements, but yeah, let's just add new ones. This is a Curiosities fence by Valenti. What other fences are there? There's the Knickknacks fence. Maybe what we'll do is mixture fence, potpourri fence. Find the fence that matches trinkets, potpourri, knickknacks. Does that one look close? Let's compare it. We can change the wood finish. Don't like that finish. That one. I'm thinking either black or white to match what we've done out here. Yeah, let's keep the style intact, but we'll do new materials because these ones are pretty weather worn. So, I could change the size of it here already. Okay, so it's it is the Curiosities. Okay, so that's like a dark, there's the white wood. Let's do that. That's gonna give me the post. Oh, okay. So we go to sell. So let's just sell all of it. Ching, ching. Wouldn't it be nice to just go around your house and just sell everything you didn't use or want and just get little coins? You could make a little Scrooge McDuck, like money pool. Okay. So Curiosities. And then there. No? Is that too far out? A little bit of guess and check. There. Okay. And then that post connects there. Pull it all the way out. There. And stretch to about the end. And like that. Oh. Okay. Stretch that. Stretch. You can see the little lantern giving off some light. I put those there just to give a little bit of ambient light. And the sun setting on the cove here is so pretty. Okay, so we'll pick up the wood palette. Let's shut that door for now. pretty to see the sun setting effects and things like that. Okay, so here's our lone yoga mat. Let's just set that there. Good. Okay, it's starting to come together. Now, I don't think I can, which sort of bothers me. I wish I could set the lantern on top of the fence, but it is not going to let me. Oh well. Maybe it's a fire hazard. Okay. Now what I'm thinking is, what if we put in like a little bit of a bench here so that people had a nice bench to relax on? You know, just if they wanted to come get some air. Not like that though. Like this. Okay. And there and there. Okay. A lot of times you can see from up here there's like lots of hot air balloons in the sky and things like that. Could be a pretty place to watch, you know. And could be a nice place to read a book. There we go. I just started another new book this week. A new Gibson book. I've been trying to go through all of like the cyberpunk classics. And this would be such a nice place to read. I've also been trying to get through a new translation. Well, it's not that new now. A translation of Crime and Punishment. I always find myself reading very disparate pieces of literature at the same time. Do you do that? Like if I'm reading something classic, I like to read something sort of very modern or postmodern at the same time. Either way, this could be a nice place to read. Okay, like that. And then there. I'm thinking I'll add little... What do you think? Does it look nice with these little, like, a kind of end capped little armrests? Or do you like it flat like that? I think I like the little armrests. So let's do a smashy smash. Ooh. Smash too much. Too much. Let's just rebuild it. And done. Done in a trice. It's so easy in this game. It can be a little difficult to there we go. To control the hits once you power up so much. My character in the game is much stronger than myself in real life. So, in real life, I don't think I'd have to be so wary of my own strength. But you can switch it to a precise hit, to precision hit. Okay, so I think that's pretty. And I like it. You can kind of get a hint of what's inside with those little candles. If you've watched any of my really old Fallout settlement videos, you know I like to put candles just everywhere. I'm a big fan of cozy lighting. So, oh, speaking of lighting, I turned my flashlight on so we can see what we're doing as we work through the night. So I am going to try to just match the siding here with the finish. The surface finish with the finish of the deck. I think that's harmonious. It looks very built-in, and sometimes built-ins can look, you know, very custom, intentional. You know, in real estate they say they look expensive. I'm not too concerned with how expensive or not it looks, but I do think it looks quite intentional. You know, like this was done nicely for the people of the community center. So just pop that down like that. Okay. What do we think? And this side, do those look matched up? Okay. Now, I want to look for the L pillow. There's a Vienna look at a couple different kinds. Mm. That one's awfully flat, and are they gonna fit all the way across? What about this one? That's too wide. It's gonna be too big. I think I like something more casual, so people can kind of toss them about at their whim. But let's look at the colors. We have these brighter colors, some patterns, and then some options for positioning, like this. It's kind of laid back, like this, a little bit more. And then like this one, it's quite back. And then this one is the most upright. Well, how do we like it? I think like this. Yeah. There's a faded palette, a drab palette. Look through the colors here. Let's see. Well, let's see. So we have striped suede, suede burlap, ribbon knitted fabric, glossy leather, alligator, quilted fabric, poplin, fluffy carpet, leather. I wonder what would hold up nicely outside. I'm kind of thinking the poplin would be, yeah, like that. Okay. There we go. That. And there. And you know what? Let's not do them all the same color, but maybe if we do this one and that one and this kind of cool wintry blue. Let's do one on the other side, maybe. What's the center line? Is it between the windows? I don't think so. Okay. What would be complementary and pretty with that? This looks like a beigey pink, grayish pink, but more of a purpley, mauve-y, drab mauve. That could be nice. And sort of a very soft drab lilac. There and there maybe. Some people think the pastels look juvenile. I'll always fight for them. I think there's a way that they can look sophisticated, especially if you're doing coastal. If you're doing coastal design, if you're doing mid-century modern. Let's save that, just to be sure. The game likes to auto-save a lot, but you should see me compulsive save in higher stakes games. If it's a more action-oriented game, I spam save all the time. Let's see, okay. But in this game, I still like to save here and there. Okay. Now I want to look through. There's these are different accessories. There's reading, sports, toys, and I think we're looking at sports. So these are golf accessories, golf balls, clubs, club bags, golf club, dumbbells, another dumbbells, komchia is a fun word to say. Komchia. I think a gym ball would be good up here. They give names and brands and things like that. A lot of the names kind of end up sounding like IKEA names too. Komchia. I almost gave my son the middle name Chaya. This kind of sounds like that, Chaya. Let's see. Green. That is way too lime for me. But this is kind of that, wintry blue. Looking at it next to this sagey color I used for that mat, though, I think those are at odds. But this one, kind of neutral, rosy beige. What do we think? Yeah, rosy beige color is pretty. Okay. So yeah, we might use these if we're doing like yoga, Pilates. I personally practice some ballet. I used to do yoga back in college. Did vinyasa, which I still do sometimes. I do like vinyasa yoga, but I like to practice ballet. This could be maybe a little too small for a lot of ballet, but it would still be a good place to practice some positions and things like that. Lately I've been maybe a tad bit too weak for it, but I'm hoping to get back to it soon. I wonder what if any of you guys have recommendations for things that you do to stay in shape that are maybe relatively low impact. So let's put out some yoga mats too that are unrolled. And this is also kumchaya. Kumchaya. I don't know. So if we go to this more, this is the pattern section. There's all these fun patterns I just want to show you because some of them make me laugh. And what's better than that? So let's see. And some of them are nice. I'm excited for them to get some more patterns. Some you'll see when I do the kind of reveal tour of this house. Some are more geometric, nature-oriented. This one is ferns. I find very lovely, but the scale on that is so small. You can't really make out that those are ferns at all, so let's not do that. These are kind of those little bit. Oh, so because we're by the ocean, these fish ones, these fish crack me up so much. Look at the fish. These fish are so funny. I can't bring myself. Oh, the parakeets, the little budgies. The budgies. This is my favorite design, actually. The one with the budgies. Alligators and tortoises? Turtles? Monkeys. This one has just a bunch of monkeys. That could be fun, right? So there's so many choices. And there's the more geometric, floral ones. These ones are more floral. There's the more kind of slightly tribal inspired, and these ones are more sort of colonial era. The monkeys are so silly. Let's go back to this. This actually looks like almost like a lotus design you might see on a real yoga mat. So let's just go with that. That's fine. So put that down there. Okay. Pick up the palette. Switch it. Okay. And let's see. Come try out these rollers. Could probably be good. Just do we like this color? We could do like a white, cream, black, yellowy, golden run, and then there's like teal, magenta. Gosh, the cream again. Wait, you know what? With the cream, we could do more of like a rosy gold or a bronze or copper. Ooh, should we do copper just for fun? Just warm it up. Let's do copper. I haven't used the copper much. Okay, a little bit of copper. There we go. And let's see. If we go here, are there anything else that we want to use? Let's see. You can see there's some fun accessories and groceries and things like that. Those are the kinds of things that really stimulate my imagination in these games, to be honest. What I'm looking for now, though, is some kind of storage bench or cabinet. Now, this is a TV cabinet hub by Scotty. So this is more of a... Oh, there's an oxbow shoe bench. I wanted something to put these in. Let's take a look. I don't know if that's big enough. It's not quite the vibe I want. I kind of like the more Scandi vibe here. Let's go with that, I think. Do we like the colors? I think it's quite pretty. We can go into the custom customization tab. We could add some color if we wanted, or we could keep it pretty neutral. All natural wood, darker, like an ebony. We could do some navy highlights. What do you think? I really love all the customizations. That driftwood and then the draft palette. That is, I tend to like to do driftwood by the sea. Makes sense, right? So let's try that. Okay, maybe we'll move that just a teensy bit there, and then align that right there. Okay. Now center that, and can that fit back there if we just boom, perfect. Let's roll that around and will that go? Oh good. Okay, and then see that? Just swoops over to the side. Just swoops off to the side. Will that fit? I'm gonna go that good. It looks like a little krumkaka. That's like a cookie. I'm not saying anything foul. Is it like a Norwegian Christmas cookie? Okay. There. What do we think? Do those balls look too big? Does it make it look dwarfed? I think they'll just. This is where I get a little bit neurotic about placement. I want everything sort of placed just so. Ever so. My dad used to say, I always wanted things ever so. Okay. Like that. There we go. Okay. Oh, you could see the sun coming up, the sky getting all cotton candy colored. Don't you love that? The sky gets all cotton candy colored. Let's see if we can just fit these just in a nice row, like there, and boom. Oh no, do they look right yet? Nope, they don't. There we go. Does that look right? Huzzah. Okay, good. Okay, what do we think so far? I was so grateful, first of all, mostly, for so many kind messages from all of you, after my, the last house flipper video, just because I had given a tiny update in the beginning. Let's look at Hoppa. I want to see if there's other, AJAPA, it's armchair. I'm going to see if there's anything that will go along with this, because I have a little idea, if you'll bear with me. Plant pot, accent table. Oh, that's cute. Bookcase. That I like the height on. But so many of you are so very, very kind, as always, and I just, I love you guys for it. And also so many of you were generous telling me about your radiator situations. It made me realize that even though I have, I've traveled some and really enjoyed it, although a lot of the places I've traveled have been, I really like to travel to like developing nations and things like that. I realized that when I've traveled usually, especially throughout Europe and things like that, I'm usually staying in hotels, things like that, so I've learned an awful lot about radiators. Thank you, my people. You have my back on this. I know so much more about radiators and how you all use them, and now I'm kind of wanting one. Okay, so you're thinking, why is she putting a cabinet over there? What's she doing? Just more craziness, everybody. Just more craziness. I'm actually going to move the mats because it strikes me that if I were doing yoga, I would want the beautiful view ocean. You can't beat that sea view. So let's put this over here. Plant pot, should we? It's matched up. Can never have too much life. Okay, so let's this. Right over. Oh, you can't actually attach them to the railing, huh? Goodness gracious. Okay, well, where should we put this? I like it. How about right here? I really can't put it on the railing, huh? Frozen District. Come on, guys. Let me put it on the railing. I'll put it there for now. Now, that's cute, right? Now we're gonna go here. Accessories. Now, here is what I'm doing. Now, if you know me in real life, you would know that I would never, ever, ever design something without a snack bar. I love the idea of like having little snacks for people. And yeah. And you know when you're doing yoga, you want to be hydrated, right? So let's make sure people have some nice things. Picture, jion, both called jion, huh? Okay. So let's do a picture. Oh, picture. Now what do we want to do with color? This is really cute. Like an earthenware picture. There's these nice earthy colors. There's also black, greens, yellow, golden rods, and like an umber color. That's pretty. It's like a cerulean. Or put that there. Okay. Cuckoo. I love the word cuckoo. I just like saying cuckoo. I was joking with a friend recently about collecting cuckoo clocks. Okay, so this picture is also called Jeon. There's glossier finishes. That's kind of a mustard, onyx color. Oh, this is like a very soft pink. Let's warm it up. Make it maybe just a little bit more dusty, like a more dusty rose. Okay. There we go. Like right there. Maybe I'm imagining that the community center keeps these pitchers filled with freshly squeezed juices, you know, or just some nice ice water. At the end of the day, more Jeon. At the end of the day, what's better than ice water? It's just so refreshing. Let's pick a cup. I like this little ribbed glass, but yeah, this ribbed glass is so, again, it's kind of mid-century and just charming. Let's put some of these in there so that anybody can kind of serve themselves. Just one more row of them. 1, 2, 3 more. Okay, good. How's that? Now, what else do we need? What would you add? Some food? Of course. Now, since people up here may be pursuing good health, let's give them some delicious, nourishing options. Do we have kombucha? I feel like kombucha is the right thing. I think there's kombucha somewhere. I just have to remember. Soft drink. Where is the kombucha? Kombucha. Not a cookie. I mean, listen, given the choice between cookie and kombucha, I would probably take the cookie. But I do love some kombucha. Oh, there it is, kombucha. Okay. Oh, okay, you can kind of change the labels. So we can change the color of the kombucha. Isn't it great how much you can customize? So let's make it a pretty color kombucha. You can even change the cap color. So delightful. Okay, so love that. Kind of like icy blue. Oh, yeah. What am I changing? What color am I changing here? Okay, so kombucha. And, will they fit up top here? Oh, good. Okay. Okay, so let's put 1, 2, 3. Now, boys and girls, kombucha should be refrigerated. But let's just pretend either A, this is shelf-stable kombucha, or B, there's a very dedicated staff that brings up cold kombucha every so often, and that it's also very cold up here from the nice sea breeze. That's it. Sea breeze kombucha. Sea breeze chilled. It's pretty lavender. There is a really yummy lavender flavored kombucha that I like, so I'm pretending that's that. This one. Okay, let's get a view of those. Oh, I didn't line those up perfectly. It's gotta be ever so even with the kombucha, right? Okay. Like that. And I remember back before kombucha was like such a phenom, before everybody had kombucha everywhere. And I went to, I have a friend who works at Valve Games. If you've ever you probably know Steam, and you have probably, if you play video games at all, you've probably played a Valve game. They make some of the greatest, most influential games ever. You might even have a Steam Deck now, like I do. Anyway, but a long time ago, so Steam, or not Steam, Valve, the company, they have the coolest offices. And I remember years and years and years ago, they had kombucha on tap before it was cool. So if you've ever wondered if Valve has their finger on the pulse, I probably shouldn't be divulging this, but no one ever made me sign an NDA. So, yeah, Valve had kombucha on tap before it was cool. Yeah, spread the word. Okay, so I'm adding some grape juices. If you fancy some wine, you can pretend it's wine, and if you don't, you can pretend it's grape juice. But either way, I'll put in some wine glasses just in case that's what you enjoy. And there, yeah. Some people might like a little glass of that after or before, or just if they're up here, like looking at the sunset, reading a book or whatever. Okay, here's a platter. I wouldn't use this design, but I think it's a little too tall. But this board, a little cutting board, a little charcuterie up here might be good, right? I'm not really gonna do charcuterie though. I'm probably gonna do grapes because I love grapes. And there we go, grapes. Again, it's difficult sometimes to get the food to fit just right on these things. So we'll see how much we can fit. Can I fit another just a little handful of grapes? A little vine full of grapes? Difficult. Can I get it to fit? Maybe just off the side like that. Kind of just strewn about it. Can we get the cheese on? The cheese is a non-negotiable, so that's, if I have to sacrifice a few grapes, we've got to have the cheese. There we go. Okay, maybe I can still fit. Can I have it all? Okay, yes, we can have it all. Good. Okay. Just in case I can get it. See, this is why I spend so many hours playing this game. Not because I do great work in it, but just because I agonize over where food goes. That's why. So. Cuckoo, more cuckoo. Oh, it's called cuckoo. Cuckoo. Let's put another cuckoo board. Another cutting board right here. And then, what are we gonna put on this one? A croissant. I love croissant. I can also say it like less of kind of a condescending jerk. Croissant. Those of you who speak French are like, she doesn't say it right in French either, so I might as well say it like an American. Croissant. I like to try to say croissant. Basically, the more like Diane from Cheers I can act, the more I do. Okay. And then, boom. Let's do one more. Rule of 3, right? Little trinity of them. Okay. I don't think we need that anymore. I think we've done all the siding work we need, although, oh wait. Oh, you guys, this is why I have the never sell siding rule. Okay, well let's just duplicate the style. No, cannot set it on the roof. I broke my own rule of thumb, the never sell siding rule. See, because I forgot to do the little details out here. See, never sell siding until you're absolutely done with the project. I'm not a contractor. Oh shucks, why is this like that? Is there anything that can be done? Ooh, not without selling the whole thing. You know what? I'm gonna do something I don't normally do, and I'm just gonna let it go. That's right. Just gonna let it go. I'm chill. I've had my kombucha now, and I'm relaxed. Okay. There we go. There we go too. Okay. Now, up. Have I really done everything that I wanted to do? Oh no! We gotta decide what kind of plant we want to have live in here. So, okay, so we're gonna get out of the finishes, and we're gonna look in ornamental shrubs. Let's look in the plant pots and stands we already have. So we're gonna look in the there's mid-size, short. So what should we do? Petunias are, you know, they're pretty. They're not my very favorite, but, and then there's roses. I don't typically think of roses so much, you know, right by the ocean, but we could stand maybe to do a little bit of, there's a nice structure to a rose. To be honest, you know, a rose is a very traditional flower, but I still find them quite beautiful. So, you know, we could do some. We could stand to do a rose out here, right? That's not quite the architecture that I'm looking for. I want something that might hang down a little bit. I think those are a little too tall. They look a little too stodgy. Up here, let's try something else. Again, if you're looking for a house flipper game to play and you haven't played one, I might recommend starting with the first. The first house flipper, that fern's too big. The first house flipper has so many options, especially in gardening too. They did a whole home and garden DLC, and the DLC pack is huge. You can do so much in the gardens. There's so many plants. Well, let's look at the petunias. Once again, my penchant for monochrome too. I do tend to like cream colors and pale color flowers and white color flowers, things like that. They're all very pretty, but I do like the white out here. It's very clean. Has that kind of brisk, breezy seaside look. Like that. Do we think? I'm trying not to introduce too much out here because I've introduced some palm trees despite myself. I love palm trees very much. I live in a place where there's many, and I find them so friendly. And sort of defiant and strong in a way, and so I really wanted to have a bunch on the property, and because of that, having a lot of like flowers and things feels somewhat strange. There's specific fauna that kind of goes, I feel like, with the tropical palms and ones that don't. But that said, I'm considering this a transitional climate. Also, once again, it's entirely made up, so we're pretending. Okay. So here we are in the scaffolding. Oh, it's so irksome. That little. Now, how am I gonna get up under there? What are we gonna do? I cannot rest until this is fixed. It's gonna drive me absolutely bonkers to not fix this. Don't let your dreams be dreams, people. We gotta fix this. We can do it. Can I put this scaffolding? Oh, wow. Okay. Now, the physics of that, no way that that's actually correct, but it's letting me, so I'm going for it. Okay. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish the trim here. I feel so happy now. Very satisfied. Okay. Now, my concern is, having built out this deck will make this a bit of an architectural monstrosity. But I think the extra deck space is worth it. And as I talked about in the last video, this is this is a bit of an architectural oddity anyhow, right? So, we're just rolling with it. Doesn't have to be I don't know. I don't think Frank Lloyd Wright would approve, but we're here. We're doing it. And to be honest, I don't know, maybe it will be alright. I think the space is worth it. You can see I accidentally overbuilt a little bit of, is that a glitch of the light or a little storm? I personally think it's a glitch, but I'm going to pretend it's a storm because I like storms. Okay. Smashy. Here we go. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Oi, how am I gonna take care of this? I still don't know quite how to reach over there. Scooch. Pretend you saw nothing. Thank you. I'm trying to see if I have any of the siding left, so I don't have to buy more. Although again, I have plenty of money in this game. Because everything's kind of ridiculously cheap in this game. So, and because I've played, let's just say hundreds of hours. So, yeah. Okay. I don't think I have any of the siding actually left over. I probably used it all. So I'll just buy some more. That's fine. However, that's not useful if I cannot reach the side to finish it. And if I cannot finish it, how can I ever present this to you all as a finished project? Quite the conundrum. I had sort of resigned myself to accept it and just, try not to show it on camera. But now I feel like I'm so much closer. I also feel a little bit like Sisyphus, going up and down this scaffolding, right? Okay, what can we do? There's a lot to be away. maybe I'll just let it go. If I can't fix the siding, then, I can't fix the siding. But what we can do is start to maybe just clean up a little bit of the debris, some of the debris around the house, because I am getting a lot closer to being ready to finish it and show it to you. And so I do think some of the sidings, some of the surface finishes are ready to be sold. You can see though, sometimes when I do that, you'll notice that there are little pieces of missing bits like that. Like that. There we go. And that's why I tend to keep them around. Now, big problem. We don't have a front door. Now, I don't know about you. I happen to like to live in a house that has a door. It keeps the marauders out. So, let's find one. Curiosities, Etna, Cannabaloo, Hudson's exterior door, potpourri, exterior door, potpourri, exterior door, Sorrento, exterior door, Sorrento, trinkets, Whitney. That one's kind of nice. I wonder. Yeah, that's pretty. Let's see if we can make that fit. What would you do with this style? Let's warm up that middle. Make sure we match the lock. Okay, door handles are warmed up. And what do we think about this European walnut color, which is a deeper shade? It's cool still, but it's deeper. What do we think? The long view of that. Is it too much? Maybe. It's a little bit distracting. What we can do is go to the change style. What if we just look? We could do driftwood, polished wood. Let's see if we look at the which is stained chestnut. I think that's what we've been. Well, that's looking very pale. Is that too pale? I think so. That's too pale. I think that's looking white. Let me see if I can actually get a reference. I'm trying to remember if this is the pine. Let's see. Stained chestnut. That's not quite right. Is it the polished wood? Is it the drift wood, the stained elm, the stained pine, the stained beech, stained birch, polished wood, stained walnut? Not cherry, certainly not the other. Is it the European ash? It's not the wenge, obviously. It's nothing that dark. I think the pine looks right. It's gotta be the pine. Let's at least try it. Okay, so let's go to the pine and just give it a. Okay. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, and pull back. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. Now, there's a few other things I want to change. I did not mean to make these brown. Let's lighten them up. I think I like the graphic black better. So I'm making black with a bronze metal. Black and bronze. Okay. Black and bronze. Black and bronze. Okay. The change style feature is so useful. Originally I had made these the darker European walnut when I was going to do something different with the siding. Now I think it's a bit distracting. Yeah, I think it just think mixing woods and mixing metals can be good, but I think if you introduce too many elements, it's just too much. It can kind of confuse the eye, so let's change that. This one too. Let me get that to the stained pine. Confirm, stained pine. Okay. On this side, same thing. So we're gonna go in stained pine, stained pine. Good. Same thing here. Stained pine, and stained pine. Okay. I don't know if you can hear it. Outside my window in real life, there's doves. I feed the doves in the afternoons, and so they're out there. They've come for their supper, and I'll just leave the sound in because I find dove song so beautiful. So I don't know if it will pick up on the microphone, but my doves are saying hi. The two doves that come are named Naboo and Jakku. My son's a big Star Wars fan, so Naboo and Jakku are saying hi. Naboo and Jakku. Naboo and Jakku. Naboo and Jakku. Naboo and Jakku. They're so cute too. Naboo is just a little smaller. Jakku is a little bit bigger, but Naboo and Jakku are little white doves, and they're so cute. But they wanted to say hi to you apparently. So, okay. So that's kind of what the community center is looking like now. And I think we'll sell a couple more of these things that I don't need. But I think that's probably where we'll leave it. And next time I see you, I think I'll maybe show you what the whole finished product is. So we'll just do a before and after tour of the property, okay? Until then, such a delight to spend time with you. Here is the sky and the ocean. I wish you the very best of days, and I can't wait to see you soon.